What is up, guys? Welcome back to Time Machine Scale Models. Well, the other day when I brought home the 70 Torino Cobra, I told you guys that I had the Street Burner 70 Torino GT on the shelf as well, and I'd like to do a comparison video. And a lot of you guys commented that you wanted to see that too. So here we are. That's what this video is going to be about. We're going to unbox these and we're going to take a look and see what the differences and likenesses are. First, let me show you the GT that I built. I built this almost 10 years ago, I bet, and it's been residing in my junkyard for quite a while. I painted it with a duplicolor emerald green color and did the yellow phaser stripes on it, and it looked good for a really long time, and then it just didn't. So this is what I got here, and I built this kit, like I said, almost 10 years ago, and I remember it being a fun build. It went together really well. It's starting to show its age. Everything's starting to fall off. And if you recall in the Marlin videos, I removed the front suspension and I used the lower A-arms and cross member here to fabricate lower A-arms for the Marlin. So it's become a good donor kit. It still has its 429 under the hood, and that's what it looks like. I think it was Nick over at Old School Modeler that said that he was looking for a hood for a GT, and I told him, I said, drop me a line. There's the hood. I have no plans for it. Nick, if you want it, let me know if you want it or not, and I'll get it out to you. So let's put this off to the side, and we're going to talk about this kit for a minute. So I can't remember, I don't recall exactly when, but I think it was last year sometime. We were browsing Hobby Lobby, and I was blown away that I saw this on the shelf. Now, you guys know this is a 2014 release. You haven't seen it since then. And this was on the shelf at Hobby Lobby. It wasn't 40% off week. I had already been looking for this kit, browsing eBay and other sales sites, and this one was fetching upwards of 50 bucks. Well, I saw it on the shelf at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, this thing has to come home with me. I've been looking for it, and I'm going to spend whatever I got to spend to get it. So I did, and it was regular Hobby Lobby prices. You all know what they are. And I brought it home, and it's been on the shelf since. So it's still sealed and complete. So today, we're going to open it up, and we're going to compare it to the new Torino Cobra. Stick around. Alright guys, first things first, I got rid of the boxes and I unbagged everything except for the clear parts, the photo etch on the GT, and the chrome parts as usual. So we're going to take a look here. Let's take a look at the tires first. Obviously, the difference with the GT and the Cobra, the GT has the slicks in the rear because you can make yourself a street machine. Okay, so other than that, there's really no differences in the tires. It's the same tire sprue. Same type of tires. They're both nondescript 70 series tires. Alright, let's take a look at the bodies. So the bodies look the same as you would expect. There's really no differences because the only difference between a Torino GT and a Torino Cobra is pretty much the trim packages. They both have pretty much the same options as far as engines and stuff like that, but they were basically just trim level packages. So the bodies are going to be identical. I mean, you can switch them out as far as that's concerned. Okay, one of the first things I noticed, obviously, on this one, you have the front suspension and steering and stuff. It's all the same. You have your brake rotors and calipers and wheel backs, etc. If you're noticing, the GT version has headers and it has a roll bar as well as traction bars over here. The Cobra does not. Okay, so next up we're going to look at the hoods. Obviously the hoods are different. We highlighted the fact that they had different hood scoops on them, etc. Tail light panel's the same. The door panels are different. Again, the difference in trim level packages. the GT over here on the left, you can see the chin spoiler. The Cobra does not have the chin spoiler, but it does have rear louvers. Everything else remains the same. Okay. The chassis, the seats, cooling fan, belts, etc., starter. Everything else is the same on this sprue. Nothing changed. Interior tub, let me flip these the same way. The interior tub, floor pans, the firewall, the radiator core support, radiator, etc., engine. It's all the same. Both kits have a 429 engine in them. So this sprue is exactly the same as the other one. Alright, and you get to this sprue. Again, exactly the same. The dashboards are exactly the same. Everything is the same on these sprues. Alright, we're not going to open up the chrome. You know how I feel about that, but obviously there's some changes as far as the grille is concerned. The GT on the left, the Cobra on the right. Same bumpers, the grille panels are different. The rear taillight panels are different, and that's about the differences in these kits. All the valve covers are different. Oh no, they're not. They have two sets. Alright, so the GT has the two sets. It has the Ford Motorsport ones, and then it has the stock 429. And of course the Cobra has stock wheels only, and the GT has the 5-spoke, what are they, Krager SS style, and the stock. Those are the differences there. Obviously we see the Cobra taillights on the right, and we see the GT taillights on the left. Put these over here. I'm assuming the directions are pretty much the same, so we're not even going to go through those. Let's take a look at the decals and what they have to offer on each kit. If I can find the decals. There they are. Alright, so yeah, there's a significant difference. So on the Cobra, you have the blackout panel for the hood, and then you have the rocker stripes. Over here you have all the phaser stripes, as well as the custom decals for the street machine version, the license plates, etc. This decal sheet's not too bad. There's still a lot. You have all your underhood decals, etc., your instrument panel decals, your Cobra decals, everything on this one over here. Over here, you have your instrument cluster decals, underhood decals, etc. So yeah, they don't look too bad. Either kit, you can do an awful lot of detail with all the decals that they provide you. So put these back in here so they don't get mangled. So that was just a quick overview, guys, of the differences between these kits. And obviously there's not a whole lot of differences. Like I said, the only differences between a GT and a Cobra is basically the price tag. They were just different trim levels for each model car. So I hope this answered any questions. It is pretty much what I thought it was going to be. Not too many differences other than ones we highlighted already when we were looking at the stash ad video with the box art on there. And by the way, comment down below, which box art is better, the GT or the Cobra? Alright guys, that's all I've got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your subscriptions, your likes and comments. Happy modeling.